Hello, Marvel fans. Hello, Marvel fans, and welcome. Hello, movie reviewers as well. Yes, hello, movie reviewers as well, and welcome to my spoiler review of the Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 review. Yes. Yeah, I watched it yesterday, which was fantastic and brilliant. I can't wait. This film was amazing. This the first film was about all about knowing each other, them knowing each other, but this film was about love and family and all that and rivalry. But yeah, this film was shocking, brilliant and fantastic at the same time. I really enjoyed it. It was amazing. It was so freaking amazing. It was brilliant throughout. Directed by the brilliant James Gunn, produced by Kevin Feige, written by the brilliant James Gunn, music by Tyler Bates, cinematographic Henry Bowman, edited by Fred Vasco and Craig Wood. This will include spoilers throughout, guys. Yes, yeah. It was really good. It was such a good film. Fantastic and brilliant. Yeah. Throughout. It's set a couple years after it's Guardians of the Galaxy is volume 2 sets 1 year after the first one, and yeah, it's a really good film. It's fantastic. It starts off 1980 in on Earth, where you see Elgo, which is Quill's father, of course. Cough, 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 cough. And yeah, with his wife, of course, Quill's mum, and yeah, and then we go to where with the Guardians going trying to protect the valuable batteries from a deadly monster, the Apskrisk. And yeah, it was very funny, the beginning of the film, and then when he progressed to the film, Ayesha is the main villain. I think is the mini part villain. Hires Yondu and the Ravagers and his crew to kill the Guardians of the Galaxy. But yeah, it doesn't work like that. It doesn't go to plan. It doesn't. It doesn't go to plan. They're trying to fight Rocket, defeats all the Ravagers and all that, which was really funny. Defeats all the Ravagers until Yondu and the others, the other Ravagers, caught up with Quill, Drax and Gamora have got invited to Quill's father Ego to his planet, and yeah, which is a little bit awkward, but yeah, it was funny when they got Finn, and then Nebula tries to track down and kill Gamora, and yeah, which is like, yeah, I'm gonna track it down with these Ravagers, and so all the traitors of the Ravagers kill all of Yondu's crew, which was like upset, which was really bad and just not good. Literally, it wasn't. Yeah. Until when we get into the film, we have hard feelings with Nebula and yeah. Until we find in the nearly at the end of the film, the Guardians of the Galaxy with Mantis. But let me talk about Mantis, who's played by Mantis. She's played by Mantis, and yeah, Pom Klementieff. Mantis was. I'm sorry, James Gunn, to conflict this character. Mantis was unuseful character. She was a unuseful character in this film. I'm sorry, people are gonna get annoyed to saying, "Oh, Mantis was a great character." She wasn't. She wasn't a great character in the film. She is a great actress who plays Mantis, but the character was unuseful in this film. I didn't like her. I didn't like the humour of her, and creepy at the same time. But yeah, the main people who stole the show was Guardians of the Galaxy, of course, and yeah, at the beginning of, in the end of the film, Ego reveals to Peter all of the shows the light and which was like very, very dark and scary, and then reveals that he's had a lot of sex with women and had children, and they failed him and didn't have the star of the Center's power. So Elgo killed them all, and until he finds Quill and Peter, which was like, what? And after that, Elgor reveals that he was the cause of Quill hypnotized into helping Elgor, but fights back after Elgor reveals that he was a cause of his mum's cancer, and yeah, it was like, whoa. And yeah, Mantis tells that, oh, those are her his children, and so what? So yeah, Mantis goes close to Drax, which was like, what? And warns him, Gamora, Nebula, of Eagle's plan just has Rocket, Yondu, Groot, and Kraglin arrive, which is like awesome. So yeah, all the Guardians can see trying to stop Igor and destroy all of the rocket, destroy the planet, of course. And so civilians arrive and drones come, and Rocket tries to explain to Baby Groot. It was so funny. Baby Groot stole the show, of course, as well. But yeah, it was funny. It was like, what? So yeah, but it was. I loved the battle between Quill and his father. It was like really, really good, and stopped and saved his friends, of course. Yeah, saved his friends, of course, and killing all of them. And so, and then, all the other Guardians escape, including Mantis. Yeah. And then the bomb explodes. Quill tries to get out. Yondu says to Rocket, it was a sad, emotional moment between Rocket and Yondu. It was. And yeah, this was a shock death, guys. Yondu saves Quill and puts the Safety Shield space shield on him instead of him, and he sacrificing himself to save Quill, and which was emotional. I cried, of course. Disney always makes me cry, but yeah, it was a sad moment of Yondu sacrificing himself and then died, and all of the Guardians held a funeral for Yondu, which is attended by dozens of Ravager ships, of acknowledging Yondu's sacrifice. Yeah, it was like really, really emotional and brilliant, and it was a fantastic film. Michael Rooker is a fantastic actor playing Yondu, and yeah, R.I.P. Yondu. Yeah, but yeah, it was so yeah, the post-credit scenes explained. So the series of mid and post-credit scenes. Right, let me talk about Stanley's cameo. Stanley's cameo is about him explaining to the Watchers with came in. Is that, oh my god, the Watchers? There was basically explains. Stanley tells all the Watchers, basically apparently he was a Watcher himself, and he explains to the Watchers that his classic cameos and that throughout the years, and we see in post-credit scene, Kraglin takes up Yodun's technology arrow and control thing and just stabs Drax. It's always Drax, of course. Ravager leader Stakar and Yondu, who's played by wonderful played by the wonderful, brilliant actor. Hold on. Seth Stone, yeah, which was like, which is awesome. Yeah, in the second post-credit scene, yeah, Ninda, Ravager leader Stakar and Yondu inspired Yondu's sacrifice for Nazi their ex teammates, and the third was Groot start growing back to normal size and exhibiting the typical teenage behaviour in progress, which was like, I'm not boring to Peter, and it's like, I'm not boring in that. And Ayesha creates a new ethical thing, being with a worm she plans to destroy the Guardians, name him Adam. So like, what? An astronaut discusses 7 experiences on Earth with a group unlisted Watchers, which was funny, which is Stanley. So yeah, the cast. Let's talk about the cast. The cast was Chris Pratt, of course, Zoe Saldana, Dave Brewster, Vin Diesel, Bradley Cooper, Michael Rooker, Gillan, Pom Klementieff as Mantis, Elizabeth Duncan, Chris Severin, Sean Gunn, Seth Stone, Kurt Russell, and many others. which was really, really fantastic and brilliant at the same time. Yeah. Yeah, which was really, really fantastic. All the cast were brilliant. Chris Pratt, Vin Diesel, Kurt Russell. Kurt Russell played a brilliant villain in this film, and really, really good. If you haven't seen it, I know it comes out in the US next week, so yeah, this will include spoilers throughout. I know it does, but yeah, all the cast was brilliant. Fantastic performances by Michael Rooker, Chris Pratt, Bradley Cooper, of course, and Karen Gillan, all of the Guardians of the Galaxy, all of the cast. Really, really enjoyed it, and fantastic. So I'm going to give Guardians of the Galaxy 1 and 2 5 stars and 9.5, actually 10 out of 10 rating, because it was really, really good. 9.7 out of 10 because it was really, really good and fantastic and amazing. So hope you enjoyed this movie review, guys. Give this a big thumbs up. Hope you enjoyed this. Click here to subscribe right here, and click here for another random review, guys. And so yeah, hope you enjoyed this review, guys. Comment down below if you enjoyed my movie review, or my thoughts of Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. If you have seen it, click here. Comment down below, and what you thought of it. I would like to know, of course. And if you haven't, do not watch this review, because it's all spoilers. Hope you enjoyed this review, guys. See you soon for another fantastic movie review. Bye! Don't forget to subscribe to my channel.